don't you
He's
take
in
a minute
charge.
and put your shirt on, all right?
I haven't even been booked in or anything.
They allege that you called the church and threatened to blow it up or something.
That's a lie. You don't believe anything on the internet or TV.
Jim, I'm afraid you're gonna hurt yourself or somebody else, or someone's gonna shoot you.
This won't fly in court.
So-
This won't fly. This won't fly. Whatever. It ain't gonna fly. This is a public building, public place.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
All right.
You're not the jury and the judge.
All right, so today we're in Judge Middleton's courtroom, and we've got a defendant who clearly left his common sense at home because this man showed up shirtless to his own court hearing. Like, court, my guy, not Coachella. I genuinely want to know what kind of thought process leads someone to wake up, look in the mirror, and say, yeah, this looks like a winning fit for a bomb threat case. Judge Middleton looks more confused than angry, and honestly, that's almost scarier. You can tell he's clocking every red flag and starting to piece together that something deeper, like a mental health crisis, is going on. But at the same time, this is a serious safety risk, and the courtroom can't just shrug it off. So how does a shirtless defendant facing serious charges handle himself when the pressure hits? Let's go ahead and dive in.
Okay.
So
I talked to my lawyer and stuff. I talked to 3 or 4 lawyers. I got the information and stuff. That I was home. I was held here 8 days. I was only home 2 days. I was told to stay home and not leave the property. And that's what I was instructed to do, and that's what I did.
well, you missed your court date. Your lawyer was Jordan Harden. I'm gonna
Well, I don't
reset.
have to go ride. It's not a
All right,
court
I'm
date.
gonna reset it for September 23rd,
Okay.
25 at 8:30.
Okay.
And I'm gonna set a prelim for 9/30/25 at 1. Mr. Roberts, who posted your bond?
I don't know.
You had a $4,000 cash or surety, 10% bond. Somebody put up $400 to
I
get out
have
of
no
jail.
idea who did it. I went to try to talk to my sister Stacy because to get my dog, my German Shepherds back, and she's on my bank account, and I went to get my dogs back, and she told me to go away. I was like, all right, maybe she's upset or something, or maybe something I did, but she won't.
Why don't you
she's
take
in
a minute
charge.
and put your shirt on, all right?
I haven't even been booked in or anything.
All right, well, we'll get squared away here.
I'd like to Fred Taylor. I talked to him. He's supposed to call Fred in uptown at Ross Truckies.
Truckee? Well, they
Yeah.
appointed Jordan Harden as your attorney, and
I
we'll
haven't-
reset this.
Yes, sir.
All right, Judge Patterson wasn't very happy. He didn't show up. He set the bond at $10,000 cash or surety.
I didn't have anything in the mail or nothing. I didn't even know about it.
Well, that's what the other guy said. Now, you also have a new charge. You got arrested last night or this morning for malicious use of a telephone. Let's talk about that one.
I have no idea. I document everything I did yesterday on Facebook, everything. And I talked to
Okay.
people and I've got everything documented. I was calling places, called VA. I was trying to get a hold of just different areas that can help me out to keep me safe. Talking to attorneys, talking to my neighbors, and my neighbors are coming up. My neighbors know what's going on. This has happened 3 or 4 times. That case I had a few years ago was dismissed by Stutzman.
Yeah,
with
one
no
was
probation.
dismissed. One, no, he gave you 497 days in jail layout. This complaint alleges that you used a phone to terrorize, frighten, intimidate, threaten, harass, molest, or annoy the peace and quiet of the Cynthia J. Thomason and the members of the Church of God by threatening physical harm or damage to the property. And that happened this morning,
That's
September
alleged.
18th. They allege that you called the church and threatened to blow it up or something.
They said
Left
that
some
about-
messages on their phone.
That's why you don't believe anything on the internet or TV.
All right, so on that one, I'm gonna show a plea of not guilty, appoint an
This is a
attorney.
public building. I'm in a public building and facing a federal court, a judge. That's not right.
I'm not a federal judge. I'm just a.
Well, you are. There is no federal court. There is no federal court. You know that.
This whole situation feels like a circus that somehow got state funding. Showing up shirtless isn't just disrespectful, it's legally stupid. Judges take courtroom decorum seriously because how you present yourself reflects your mindset and credibility. Walking in half naked tells the court, I don't take this process seriously, especially when you're being charged with threatening to blow up a church. That's not small potatoes. The craziest part is Judge Middleton's composure. He's sitting there like he's seen it all before, which honestly, he probably has. This guy's stacking charges faster than a bad gambler, doubles down at the table, missed court dates, threats, erratic behavior. It's a legal train wreck. You can practically feel the judge thinking, this isn't defiance, this is delusion. And that's where the danger comes in. Someone unpredictable enough to show up shirtless while facing felony-level charges isn't someone you just send home to think about their actions. Middleton's patience here isn't weakness, it's strategy. He's letting the record show that this defendant might not be criminally defiant, but mentally unstable. And that makes every decision from here on out that much more delicate for the court to handle.
Well, I'm a district court, and you know me for all your life.
But cousin, could you get a hold of Matt or Liz or Tim Verhey or somebody for me?
Well, we're going to appoint an attorney and set an attorney pre-trial for 10/3/25 at 8:30. Since you got out of jail in December, have you been hooked up with any mental health treatment?
Yes, every day with the VA. I was supposed to get meds sent today with the VA. That's what I've been waiting on for a while. And I've been calling them every day and checking in with my mental health and talking to triage nurses and talking to staff.
Have you been taking your meds?
Yes. I'm doing everything they require me to do.
Well, I set this case as quickly as I could, which is next Tuesday, 9/23. Judge Patterson set the bond at $10,000, and I'm going to leave it as it was, same conditions as before.
What's that mean? Can't you just get a PR bond? I got lawyers and stuff.
Yeah, Jim, I'm afraid you're going to hurt yourself or somebody else, or someone's going to shoot you. And you get off on these rants and you lose your temper. And
I'm not losing any temper. This is not fair. This is not Robert's Rules of Order. Robert's Rules of Order, United States Marine Corps, 386743923, James W. Roberts Jr., 100% disabled. Needs VA assistance. You're supposed to send me to the VA or the Sturgis Hospital for 3 days.
Well, I think
I want to evaluate my mental condition. If I'd evaluate, I'd say you're incompetent and you stay in jail for a year and a half.
Well, that wasn't up to me, but obviously we need to get this case on track.
This won't fly in court. This won't fly. This won't fly. Whatever. It ain't gonna fly. This is a public building, public place.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
All right. I got a feeling you got another trip to the forensic center for evaluation in your future, but we'll determine it.
No, I don't.
Bond in the next case is 10,000 cash or surety. In the misdemeanor, malicious use of a telephone.
You don't know that. You're not the jury and the judge. That's false.
No, you're right. No, he's but I'm concerned about your safety, frankly.
Well, you and I've had this discussion. I'm okay. You're not a mental health doctor. My mental health people say I'm fine.
All right. Well, we want to hear from them and confirm that. Your next court date is next Tuesday at 8:30. Judge Patterson set your bond at $10,000 cash or surety. I'll see you, or he'll see you at that time.
Yeah, this man's clearly not operating on the same wavelength as everyone else. You can see Judge Middleton catching that instantly and pivoting toward a forensic evaluation, because when someone's threatening public spaces and can't even dress themselves appropriately for court, something deeper is happening. It's not just about punishment anymore, it's about public safety and mental health. The judge knows that jail might not fix this, but letting him roam free would be a disaster waiting to happen. Honestly, I respect how composed Middleton stayed through all of this. He could have exploded, but instead he treated it like a clinical assessment. It's almost eerie how calm he was, and that's how you know he's seen real chaos before. I want to know what you think though. Should people like this go to a mental health facility or straight to jail? Do you think the justice system handles mental illness the right way? Or are we just recycling people through the system until something breaks? Drop your thoughts below, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.